In a move that no one saw coming, the world woke up to discover that the Archewell website, the very heart of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's post-royal empire, had been erased from the internet. Gone. Vanished without a trace. In an instant, the couple's carefully curated digital presence, which had once symbolized their independence from the monarchy, was wiped out. But this was no ordinary website malfunction. For those who know the royal world's inner workings, the disappearance of Archewell wasn't just a glitch. It was an intentional act, a deeply calculated maneuver that sent shockwaves through royal circles and beyond. Just days before this digital erasure, Prince Harry had flown back to the UK, hoping for a pivotal reconciliation with his father, King Charles. The timing seemed almost fateful. Harry was back on British soil for a court hearing concerning his security measures, a topic that had long troubled him. But his visit wasn't just about legal matters. It was about healing old wounds, bridging the gap between him and a father with whom he'd been emotionally estranged since stepping away from royal duties in 2020. Yet, in a turn no one could have predicted, what should have been a moment of reunion instead became a new chapter in a long-simmering feud. As Harry and Meghan grappled with the challenges of life beyond the palace, a silent power struggle was unfolding behind the scenes. And when the website was mysteriously taken down, many began to whisper, was this just another royal maneuver, or was it a final statement from the very institution Harry had sought to break free from? Sources quickly confirmed that the website's removal wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision but had been approved by King Charles, albeit with significant input from his advisors. The concern? That Archewell had started to blur the lines between the royal family's authority and the Sussex brand, a powerful independent force of its own. A digital platform that competed with royal legacy on a global scale. It was more than a website. It was a challenge to everything the monarchy represented. And so, Charles made the decision to silence it. The stakes were raised. Harry's emotional meeting with his father at Clarence House was a reflection of the deepening divide between them. In a conversation that was a mix of passion, frustration, and a fair amount of accusation, Harry confronted his father about the website's removal. He argued that Archewell wasn't just a digital tool but a lifeline, a beacon of hope for their charitable efforts, their safety, and their legacy beyond the palace walls. But King Charles, weighed down by his royal duties and his own health concerns, stood firm. The monarchy's integrity came first. It wasn't just about royal titles, it was about living up to them, about showing that their newfound freedoms did not come without responsibility. The world must see that loyalty must be earned, not demanded. Charles is said to have stated, his voice steady but resolute. What followed was a conversation full of unresolved tension. Both men, in their own ways, trying to hold on to what they thought they were entitled to. Both fighting for control, one of the monarchy, the other of his future. But in the end, no agreement was reached. The gap between father and son grew even wider. The world, however, wasn't finished watching. The public's thirst for answers, for the truth behind the Sussexes' removal from the royal fold, only grew. In the hours following the website's deletion, a media frenzy exploded. Was it a calculated royal move to deflect attention from other more pressing matters? Was it a power play designed to remind Harry and Meghan who still holds the reins? Or was it simply the latest move in a royal game of chess, where every piece has a purpose, and where even a website can be a pawn in a larger battle? In private, Harry attempted to reach out to Prince William, hoping to find some common ground, a shared understanding of what it meant to be a royal in the 21st century. But those attempts too fell flat, as the brothers remained locked in their own unresolved struggles. Meanwhile, Meghan, feeling the sting of both public rejection and private betrayal, is said to have stayed silent, opting to let her husband deal with the fallout. But those who know her well whisper that her silence is strategic, waiting for the moment when she can once again reclaim the narrative. As Harry's visit to London comes to a close, his future, and the future of Archewell, remains uncertain. Will he and Meghan choose to confront the monarchy head-on? Or will they retreat further into the digital empire they've built in California? Will this latest chapter in their saga be the final blow to their connection with the royal family? Or is it simply another hurdle in their quest for freedom? The world waits. And as for Harry and Meghan, it's clear that the next move could be their most significant yet.